what are you willing to give up? What are you willing to sacrifice? What are you willing to forgo?
Motivation is a feeling that comes and goes, and it doesn't matter whether it's there or not. Discipline is infinitely more important.
You have to learn to train your mind well beyond motivation. If you have motivation, that's great. That's some kindling to the fire. Motivation, you have to learn to exist without it. You have to learn to be, you have to be your best self when you're least motivated.
Fuck your motivation. You need discipline because motivation's not there every day.
Motivation is just a word. You have to have these different things in your mind on where you want to go and know that motivation is not going to get me there. Because I'm not going to always be motivated. It's not about the running, the swimming, the push-ups, the sit-ups. It's about what those things do for your mentality. You don't get better on the daggone couch. You get better by coming out here and getting the fuck after it every daggone day.
Only did what you were supposed to do when you were motivated to do it. That's leaving it to chance. But if you're disciplined, you go do what you're supposed to do. That's the way it works.
You have to learn to perform without motivation. You have to learn to perform without purpose. You have to learn to perform a lot of different things, and that's what people think. They think I need to have this motivation to work out, to study, to be better. So if they don't have it, they just don't fucking do it.
Everybody just wants to be comfortable. Everybody wants to sit on the couch. I don't want to go outside, it's cold. I don't want to do this, it's hot. Like, you've got to do things that you don't want to do because you show your body that your mind is the boss.
Because I know there's so many people that have the ability and just refuse to get off that couch. Refuse to study a few more hours. Refuse to go deeper, to go further. And that's where I gain the advantage.
Hello, friends. What's the difference between discipline and motivation? While motivation can spark the desire to start, it's discipline that keeps you going. Discipline is the backbone of success, the steady hand that guides you through challenges and setbacks. Motivation is great, but it won't always be there. What will you do when it's not? That's where discipline falls into place. If you rely solely on motivation, you're going to be leaving a lot on the table because you aren't going to always be motivated. But if you can build up your discipline and do the things that need to be done, even when you don't feel like it, your future self will thank you. Because it's like Mike Tyson always says,
I don't care how good you are in anything, you don't have discipline, you ain't nobody.
Right.
You're nothing without discipline. Because you give up under the slightest struggle without discipline. Discipline is doing what you hate to do, but do it like you love it.
Because this is what it takes. This is what the fuck it takes.
I don't train because I want to get bigger. I train every day because it is difficult to train every day. It hurts. I don't want to. I wake up and I'm busy. I have other things to do. I don't feel like doing it. So I force myself to do it 7 days a week, 365 days a year so that I know I'm the kind of person who can do what he doesn't want to do when it needs to be done.
What do you think most people get wrong about motivation?
They think it's a permanent fix. They think it's something that is a constant. They think that maybe once I get it, I'm gonna hold on to it.
Don't let your dreams be dreams. Yesterday, you said tomorrow. So just do it! Make your dreams come true! Just do it!
If I wake up and I'm unhappy, I will do the exact same things as if I am happy. I will go to the gym the same. I will work the same. How I feel has no impact on how I live my life.
I'm missing motivation most days.
Wow,
Some
really?
days, yeah, sometimes I got motivation. Some days I'm like, fuck yeah, today I felt good. I can't wait to get to the gym. But a lot of days, like, gotta get to the gym. And then once I get going, then I feel great.
Yeah.
And I feel great when it's over. But it's that beginning part that's hard because your body wants to stay comfortable.
If you do not have the discipline to dedicate yourself to anything, you are going to fail and be crushed by the people who can. If you only go to the gym when you feel like going to the gym, you're never going to be as strong as the people who go to the gym when they don't feel like going to the gym. That is a reality of life.
Building a business is hard. Hard feels shitty. This is what hard feels like. And this is why most people can't do it.
That's the difference between a person who can overcome and a person who gives in to those feelings. And some people have never overcome, so they don't even know the beautiful feeling of accomplishing something that's difficult because they've never done it. They've sort of embraced the idea that it's fun to be lazy. It's great to be a slob.
I tell people to do the things that they know they're supposed to do. Right? There's things that you know you're supposed to do as a human being. Things that you know are going to improve your life. Do those things. There's things that you know are going to make you a worse person and make your life worse. Don't do those things. Don't do the things that are making you weaker. Start doing the things that are going to make you stronger and smarter and faster and healthier and going to make you a better human being.
Some of these motivational people out here, it's the funniest thing in the world to me. They'll go and say, when you wake up in the morning, pound your chest. You know, fucking look at yourself in the mirror and do all this fucking bullshit. I hope it works. What works for me is that everyday resume. The things I know I've accomplished, the things I know I've done. Real hard work. The real calluses on my mind, the real calluses on my hand.
I'm doing something I don't want to do. Every time I start doing things I don't want to do, I grow.
Get back to fucking work. It's time to get back to work. Stop hearing yourself talk. Get off the podcast. Don't be on social media too much. Cut out all the fucking noise. Get back to the fucking mental lab.
Get up early, do some kind of workout, eat good foods, clean your room, make a list of things that you're supposed to do in your life, and then wake up in the morning and do those things.
30 days ain't gonna do shit for you. The permanent, you wanna make it permanent. Permanent, you start talking about a year, 18 months, 2 years, that's a sacrifice. Whatever your problem is, if you can dedicate yourself for a year to something, you could be a changed person.
There's not a motherfucker that's up. There's not a car, there's not a person. Everybody's in their bed, sleep, dreading that it's a Monday, hate it's a Monday. And I'm loving it. I'm loving that. Where everybody's getting weaker, I'm getting stronger.
People talk about discipline and fucking determination and fucking, repetitions and all this shit. Consistency. Why people fall off the wagon so often is because their mind is full of shit. There's no room in that mind for discipline. There's no room for consistency.
Jocko said the exact same thing. He said that discipline eats motivation for breakfast.
And discipline's good too. But without a clear headspace, there's no discipline. Who are you on those days you don't want to do things? It's easy to conquer when it's good weather. You got good sleep, work's going good, the family's good. You feel great. Your body's not injured. Those are the easy days to conquer. But who are you on those fucking days when all hell's broke loose? Your body's fucked up. You're sore. You're depressed. You're miserable. Who are you on those days when shit's all fucked up? That's the great divide. Those people who get up on those days when everything's fucked up and still grind, that's the separator right there.
What pain do you want in your life? What are you willing to struggle for? Anything worthwhile is going to require some degree of pain and struggle. So, if you're oriented toward the pain and the struggle, you're probably going to be more aligned with what you're capable of accomplishing rather than if you just orient toward the pleasures.
But a lot of people, most people don't want it that badly, which is why they always ask the question, man, how did you get to where you are? You know how to do it. You know exactly how to be you or how to be me. You don't want to do it. How I grew a will was constantly doing these things. To now, it's just life. I wake up, while it still sucks, it's just life. You don't sit back and like, oh my God, like, I have days I don't want to do it, but I know I'm going to do it. I know from years of just doing it.
If I'm running on a treadmill and I get to mile 9 and I get complete cramp in one of my legs, and I know I've told myself I'm going to run 10 kilometers today, he goes, I will have to limp the last mile, even if no one's watching, because I can't let the demons in. And if I let the demons in, they'll show up in the 11th round of a championship fight when there's 50,000 people watching me in the audience. And I know deep in my self-story that I'm the type of person that quits when things get hard because I got off that treadmill at mile 9 when no one was watching.
If people can make up a mission statement, an ethos in which they want to live by, and every morning you wake up, you hold yourself accountable to that mission, not a company's, your own. Make up your own mission statement. What do you want to be in life? And once you do that, now you can work with somebody to get better. You can work with yourself to get better. But until you know what you want to stand for, you will always just be sitting down. You'll never stand for anything.
Some people dream of success while you're gonna wake up and work hard at it. Nothing is impossible. You should get to the point where anyone else would quit, and you're not gonna stop there. No, what are you waiting for? Do it!
You have to learn to train your mind well beyond motivation. If you have motivation, that's great. That's some kindling to the fire. All it takes is a little bit of fucking spark, you can burn the whole forest up. But motivation, you have to learn to exist without it. You have to learn to be, you have to be your best self when you're least motivated.
As we wrap up this video, I want to share a personal story about the power of discipline in my own life. There was a time when I struggled to stay committed to my goals. I'd get excited about a new project or idea, but that initial burst of motivation would quickly fade, leaving me feeling frustrated and stuck. One particular instance stands out. I wanted to start a YouTube channel for years. Every time, the first few weeks would be filled with motivation and excitement. But as the weeks turned into months, I'd always just say, I'll work on it later, or I'll do it tomorrow. It was then that I realized motivation alone wasn't enough to get me through. I needed discipline. Eventually, enough was enough. I had to remind myself why I started. I visualized unboxing a play button. I visualized feeling a sense of accomplishment. I visualized doing something I always wanted to do. Through this experience, I learned that discipline is about showing up day after day, regardless of how you feel. It's about committing to your goals and following through, even when it's hard. Discipline transforms those fleeting moments of motivation into lasting habits that drive you toward success. The journey to achieving anything worthwhile is rarely easy. There will be days when you don't feel like putting in the effort, but those are the moments that matter most. That's when you need to dig deep and rely on discipline to push you through. So, as you move forward, remember that discipline is your greatest ally. It's the consistent, determined effort that will ultimately lead you to your goals. Thank you for watching, and I hope this video has inspired you to embrace discipline in your own life. Keep pushing forward, and remember, success is built one disciplined step at a time.